nicer. Oh, off the flag. It's nicer. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been following me for a while now, you know how horrible I am with my short game. I'm very lucky to have Ben here with me, a teaching professional here at Kooyonga Golf Club, to show me the rope. Thank you, Ben, for coming out to teach me, and hopefully you guys can take some notes and learn a lot from this. Very excited.
Looking forward to it.
Let's do it. Let's get to work.
So what would your threshold normally be between your 60 and your 56?
So I don't actually know my distances.
Okay,
I think that might be the problem.
Yep.
I'm more of a feel guy.
It's a good place to start, yeah.
It's usually if I want to go hit a bit higher, get the ball to land a bit softer, I'll just go 60. If I want to hit it lower, 56 or 52, but I don't have like, okay, 75 meters, it's about 10 o'clock, 56 degrees or anything like that. I have nothing systematically in place.
Yeah, it's more a feel thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty common for someone like yourself who's played golf like since you're a child, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a lot of those methods are really good in their 20s and all that. But, you know, I know for me and a lot of other players that have played all their life, like you kind of just see it and hit it to it.
Yeah.
Now, we'll have a mess around and see if we can refine it to find the right method for you, and I'll have a look at the technique as well.
Please, Ben. I'm so excited for today.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. So is that a 56?
Yeah, that's 56.
Cool. All right.
So do you want me to go for a specific pin here?
Let's go to that first pin.
Okay.
That middle one there.
So, all right. If I hole out though, do we just end the video there?
We hole out, we go straight to the course.
All right.
and
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change the arrangement for you.
The style of the video.
Yeah.
All right, 72 meters.
72 meters. Yeah. So I've also got the TrackMan set up here, so I won't be paying a heap of attention to it.
Okay.
But it's always just an extra asset if we need it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, wow, deep divots.
It's quite a nice flight on that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that one's all right.
Yeah, quite a nice flight. Go a few more.
Okay.
So if you were to have to flight it in maybe a little higher, let's say you had to land it just about at the pin.
Yeah, okay.
How are you gonna change that?
Land it at the pin?
Yeah. So say we've got like a bunker short.
Oh, that's a tough one. I struggle a lot with that one. Probably go like full 60 or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Don't usually trust that my pitch shots spin, and I usually calculate it for it to kind of run up a little bit more.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Those ones are tough for me.
Okay.
Like the 70-meter shot with like something that you have to hit over and make sure that it just lands and then kind of just check up. Yeah, those ones are tough.
All right. Well, yeah. Why don't we say you've got to land it? Let's go to that back right pin. Hey?
Yep. Okay.
We may as well use that pin.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we'll go to that back right flag. I'll
Okay.
just quickly adjust the target on here. So you got a bunker short. It's probably another 8 meters.
8 meters. Okay.
Yep.
That's actually pretty good.
That was really nice.
Sorry, yeah, you picked me on the wrong day.
No, it's good. It's good to see like positive trends as well, though.
Yeah.
Like, so what are you currently feeling with a shot like this? Like, what are you currently feeling to get that strike? So let's say we needed to, as you said, you're taking quite a big divot, which is fine for a shot like this.
Yeah.
But let's say our lie was a little different. So why don't we rest it just over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's sitting down a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, little bit grainier right there.
Yeah.
How are you going to adjust to a lie like that? Are you just going to back in your current technique, or are you going to?
Probably just set up my, get my shoulder tilt to be a bit more forward.
Yeah, okay.
And then go, almost along with the slope.
Kind of get a bit steeper.
Then just same swing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
Not change anything too much.
All right, let's see that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was interesting to see that one. Kind of noticed it as a bit of a trend with the other ones.
Yeah.
But we were able to kind of still save it a little bit. Go one more and I'll kind of...
Yep. Benny, I'm on it today, mate.
You're on.
Sorry, mate.
Maybe I'll coach you the wrong thing so you play badly today.
Chris, you want to hop on?
No, what we'll do, we'll go up and hit some shorter ones.
Okay.
Why don't we go up and hit some shorter ones?
You know, we had a bit more distance for me to use that loft to kind of spin it. But
Yeah.
these ones, you know, the pins, there's not that much green to
Pretty
work
close
with.
to the
This is
front.
hard.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, yeah. So
Give it
we'll hit
a
a
go.
few first again. Yep. Yeah. So a little low,
Yeah.
a little bit kind of jammy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Much nicer flight.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just that kind of shot that you've hit pretty pure.
Yeah. But I still feel like I get a little bit stuck as well there.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's the right one, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. No. One more?
Go one more for good luck.
One more? Okay.
That's nicer. Oh, off the flag.
I'm seeing that and I'm going, should you be taking that much divot in these shots?
Depends on the lie.
Okay.
Depends on the lie, really. Like I don't like to kind of pinpoint
Okay,
or like corner someone into like yes or no. It depends on the lie. Depends what you're trying to do.
Sure. Okay.
But preferably for the lie you had no.
Yeah.
And as we can see here, so your body is moving really, really well. Okay, slight move forward with the head.
Yep.
Yeah, really nice and connected. Forward, forward, forward and up. Good. Where I'm looking is the handle of the club. Okay, so this is a pretty common theme for people who might struggle with these pitch shots, and it's known as dragging the handle.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens is we drag the handle, and then that de-lofts the club. So that can do a couple of things. That can change the loft of the club quite a lot from shot to shot, which means it's going to change the distance a lot and the spin rate and the height as well. And it also really exposes that leading edge. So if you are just that slightest bit behind the ball,
I hit a lot of blades.
thin shots, and then thin ones too. So yeah, so you can see that position there.
It doesn't like that lead wrist is just
yeah, and then we're finishing kind of like having to sort of manipulate the finish a little bit from there. Yeah. So what we're going to do is your right hand, I want you to just put your right hand on the club as you normally would. So your right hand, so
right
your trail
hand,
hand. Yep, so down where you'd normally grip the right hand, okay? Yep, all right. So we want to try and match that point when we get back to the ball, okay? Whereas at the moment, that's pressing forward quite a lot.
Right.
Okay. So if you put the other hand back on the club and we take the club back and stop at the top. Yep, good. Okay, so at that point at the moment, that handle is dragging towards the target like that. Okay. Yeah, so not an uncommon move if you're doing a lot of full swing work and not a lot of short game practice.
Yeah. Okay.
Where we want to get to is we want the momentum to be, instead of in the handle, to be in the club head.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to feel
so
like
almost like casting. Like, is that what it is, or
almost like casting without actually forcing it to? It's more just letting the momentum get to the head of the club.
Okay.
So we're going to take that left hand back off the club there. Okay. Yep. And I want you to place it here. Yep. And that's going to push the club in as you come down. Okay. Notice how that's presenting the loft back to the ball.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So that's the drill. So we'll do a couple of practice swings without a ball. So take it back. Yep.
And then you're almost pushing
it. Yeah. So don't be afraid for that club. Yeah. So as you do that, don't be afraid as you're doing it for that club to get out in front. And that's just going to help you turn through. Yep. Good. And then you finish in the holster there. Okay.
Yep.
So let's do that again. So take it back. Yep. Good. Yeah. And we want to keep letting that club release to give that loft to the ball. Yeah. Yep. So keep turning through with the chest as you're doing that. Good, that's better. Yep. Almost feel like those arms are just softening a little bit as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Should we hit a couple?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yep. So we'll go back to that normal grip, obviously.
Yep.
Now that we've done those practice swings.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yep. So we're just trying to line up, feel like the shaft is lined up with this forearm.
Okay.
Yep. At the ball.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Crispy.
Yeah, it was like nippy.
Yeah, it was crispy. It was crispy. So that one's gone a little long left.
Yeah.
Okay. So all we need to do to correct that from there is just turn the body through a little harder.
Okay.
Okay, because you're very focused on the hands, which is what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
But if we combine that with a nice chest turn, we're going to be hitting some real floaters in there.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Saucy. Nice.
So how much for today?
It's on me, mate.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
That's pure. That's
yeah, with
nice.
the tighter lie, like
Yeah.
the links courses that we play, sandbelt and stuff that we have in Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to chip without blading everything. So
Yeah.
I usually tend to go with like 8-iron pitching wedge and just run it up there.
Yeah, which is a good way to get around the course if you need. Practice
being
though.
able
It's
to-
good to
okay.
practice. Good to practice these kind of shots.
That is, so just turning through,
Yeah.
release, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
trying to match that forearm up. You're never actually going to completely get to that level where the forearm matches the shaft completely, but it's just going to stop you from getting there.
Sure.
Because that's like a power position, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like, yeah.
That's why I hit 350 meter drive.
Exactly, exactly. Lovely.
Oh my god. That's insane, man. What's the word? I feel like I was hitting it a lot harder before with my old technique.
Yeah.
This one is so effortless.
Yeah.
Just swinging through and it's going the same distance.
Yeah, yeah. It's because the momentum's in the club head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what really good pitchers do. Think of guys like Steve Stricker,
Yeah.
Cam Smith, who we'll see this week.
Yeah.
The club's just an extension of their body, especially the club head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's try and hit this one even higher. So we're just going to adjust that. But what would you normally do to hit the ball higher for a shot like this?
Maybe a bit more forward.
Yeah, let's do that. Yep.
Okay.
And we're still trying to match up that shaft with the right forearm
Sure.
on the way down. Lovely flight.
And that's
Lovely flight.
ridiculous.
Pure, mate.
And the divot is like nothing for me to worry about.
Nah,
Right? It's
yeah. And like I said, it's often a bit lie dependent. Like I'm not one to encourage you to never take a divot with a pitch shot or chip shot because sometimes you're going to have to. But if we can just get the loft, all it is we're just presenting the loft of the ball to the club a lot more consistently.
Sure.
Okay. So if we're de-lofting that club and then having to hold it and almost chicken winging a little bit, it's just going to make for variable distance control.
Okay.
So it's just about hitting those
nice and
areas.
high.
Nice and high, nice and soft. There you go, that's pure. That's mint.
When's the next Q school?
I've created a monster.
Yeah.
I've created a monster.
That's ridiculous, man.
Whatever we had on the line for this afternoon, I think we might have to change it.
Oh my god. And I feel so confident doing that too. Like, because I feel like I'm gonna, like flip like that, but you know, incorporating that turn, I'm always gonna just hit it pure.
Yeah, it's just synced it all up.
I'll use that out there today.
Very nice. Yeah, best one yet.
That is so good.
Best one yet. Yeah. Believe it or not, your spin rate is lower than it was at the start.
Okay.
With those first few. So you're around 6,000 now. At the start, we were up around 7,000.
Yeah.
Okay. But the ball's stopping quicker.
Yeah.
It's because we're stopping it with the landing angle.
It's so soft, right? It's just going up and then down.
Yeah. So it's also going to be more consistent from variable lies.
And this is ridiculous.
It's very good.
And
very
I
good.
can apply this to any turf.
Yeah, any turf.
Essentially.
Yeah. So definitely would recommend practicing off different turf just to get a feel for what's right and what's not.
Okay.
But if you back in your technique 100%, like if you back this in, can't really go wrong.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're
and could I apply this for that distance that we were doing before as well?
For sure, especially if you're wanting to hit a little bit more club and take a little bit off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too bad to have some full swing tendencies once we get sort of outside of 65, 70 meters. Yeah. That's where it's a bit of a grey area between the pitching and the full swing.
Yeah, okay, right.
So that's more on you to kind of blend it in to those shots.
Yeah. It's not just like, okay, from 60 to 60, then 65 meters, you're going to start doing other stuff.
It's not really a black and white spot. If you find you're having real issues with a certain distance, then it may be worth looking at.
Okay.
But at this stage, I wouldn't define any specific distance.
Sure.
Once you get to like a full swing with, you know, pitching wedge and all that, we're going back to that, you know, whatever feels normal with the full swing. But for these shots, especially, it's just a nice consistent flight.
Yeah, that was so cool. I'm gonna spend the next 30 more minutes like drilling this in so that I can beat you this afternoon.
I'll need to start practicing too.
Jesus. Thanks, man.
All good. Absolutely loved it.
There you go, guys. It's official. Best golf coach in Australia. But no, honestly, that was one of the best lessons I've ever had in my life. Ben was able to fix my worst part of my game in under 15 minutes. How do you think I went today, Ben?
Well, I think you made some great progress today. It was also handy to have the TrackMan there as well, just because it showed us the difference in flight and how much more consistent you were after the change. Some of those fizzes you were hitting at the end, they were pretty nice.
I could feel that I could control that loft too.
Yeah.
And it was coming out a lot softer as opposed to almost like a punch shot.
Yeah, that's what it was kind of like before.
Yeah.
So it's just going to make it easier to hit your distance more consistently.
I mean, he's very talented, obviously very experienced. So I'll link all his socials, his coaching platforms. He's also doing online coaching on Skillest now. I'll have that all listed in the description below, so make sure you check it out. He's the teaching professional here at Kooyonga Golf Club, and also, I mean, this facility is amazing. And thank you, Ben. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you guys next time.